Welcome to the Disneyland Forever podcast, your source for all things from the happiest place on earth. For more updates, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Disneyland Forever, and you can check out our website, DisneylandForever.com. Hi, guys. Before Dan says anything, he's going to sound a little different because he's had a real fun week.
I got the laryngitis and it's super fun. So I sound weird.
It is Jordan.
And Daniel.
So
I can't do any of my cute, like, I love Bruni type things. Or I can't sing.
The thing that's making this even better is the fact that this is different than what you normally sound like. It's better. So, he actually, I mean, you feel pretty good.
I feel good today, comparatively, yeah. But still a little bit less of a voice.
Which is a great way to record a podcast.
Yes, we don't need voices to talk.
No. So when we published our episode last week, there wasn't a ton of news, and we didn't expect there to be a ton of news. And then
5 minutes later,
Disney dropped all the news. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that it was Walt Disney's birthday. And so they were, in that honor, we're dropping all this news about Disneyland's 70th anniversary, which is next year, all on Walt's birthday. And that makes a lot of sense. But, of course, it didn't help us on our episode because we missed all of it. So there's so much to talk about, not just on the 70th anniversary stuff, but on other news. It's actually just going to be a news episode. We have some other things to talk about, but we're just mostly going to be breaking down everything that's happening in 2025, and particularly everything that's going on with Disneyland's big 70th anniversary celebration. And that's going to take long enough to go through.
Yes.
It's quite a bit of stuff. So that's what we'll be talking about. And we will also be laughing at Dan's voice along the way.
yes, that's fine if you do.
We do.
I can't laugh.
We do have a new review.
Yep, from Wonder Often. They said, great podcast. I would definitely try the lemonade/pickle drink. I can't remember when we talked about this, but
I remember talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't remember when, but I do remember talking about it.
They said, I bet it's delish. Glad Mandy joined you. Fun hearing your adventures. Nice and succinct. Which is good on my voice.
You didn't want to take out one of the epistles today?
My goodness.
Although for the holidays, last night we read The Nightmare Before Christmas, the children's book, and that was the first time that since he's been sick, that he's like, no, I have to read this. And I know it's because...
The Zero, he's so cute. I love him.
So that did still happen. Anyway.
And I happened to get most of the pages that he was on because we just switched off reading it.
So anyway, thank you so much for... It was Wonder Often. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And thank you to those who we've been seeing a few other ones pop in. There was one that made us laugh, which we'll get to in a few weeks, but we saw today and it was super great.
Right. Very short.
But thank you for everyone who's left a 5-star rating or a 5-star review. You can leave those ratings on Apple or Spotify or Audible. And then also you can leave those 5-star reviews. And it's helpful. It gives us feedback, helps us know what you do and don't enjoy. It also kind of helps us get discovered. And the biggest thing, though, you can do as well is if you happen to know someone who you think might enjoy this podcast, share it with them and let them know that it exists. That's word of mouth means so much more coming from you than it does from us because we have a vested interest.
Not that vested.
No.
We don't make any money.
I guess I shouldn't say vested interest.
We're the ones who want
We're
to.
biased.
Yeah, we're biased.
That's the way to put it. We're biased. Yeah, we don't really we make nothing off of this.
Nope.
Okay. So let's get into the news. First big thing that surprised everyone, and they actually announced this like days in advance and not the day of, is that Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Disneyland is officially off of virtual queue. So now, if you want to ride that attraction, it's either standby or Lightning Lane Multipass. So it's as easy as can be. I actually was wondering if they foresaw this coming because they were opening up more winter times. And so they were like, this will help.
And especially when the Disneyland version evidently drowns you and causes you to have a baptism.
I still want to do it, but we're going to have to bring ponchos.
And
all the ponchos.
And portable heaters and scarves and I don't know what else.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. It is cute and wonderful.
I'm very excited to see the Disneyland version. So, but yeah, that is now officially no longer a virtual queue. The only virtual queue that is currently in use is for World of Color. Because I can't remember if we talked. Oh no, we did definitely talk about it. That the standby line is open at Haunted Mansion. We definitely talked about that. But yeah, the only one in use right now is World of Color.
I still don't understand why they do a virtual queue for World of Color, because you can just go, but...
I think it's because they had that officially take place of... They used to have you go and get physical Fast Pass tickets.
Yeah.
And so I think they do this instead of that because this
Still
one doesn't require
control.
anything. It doesn't require anything physical.
Yeah.
So I think that's why. But yeah, it's the lowest stress virtual queue in the world.
Yeah, they could just let people go, and then if it's full, just be like, come to the next one.
Well, they still do have standby, but you have to wait around for a very long time.
Yeah.
They'll let everyone through, and so really at that point you may as well just get a virtual queue.
Yeah.
It's just much easier, and it guarantees you in. That's all. And it does. I mean, depending on when you get it, does determine whether you get yellow or blue.
Which I still don't understand the difference.
I think yellow is supposed to be a little bit better views. Yellow is closer to the water.
Well, that's not a better view.
It's less obstructed.
Yeah, but then you have
Blue
water
is,
in your face.
The blue is all the way off to the side by the bridge.
Oh, that's right.
So it depends. So anyway, that's a big thing. Another really big thing is that we had already talked about the red car trolley, that it is closing. Now, I have not heard from Disney that said permanent closure. And I swear, I've looked backstage. There are so many places they could put that barn. But the red car trolley will be closing on February 8th of 2025. And Disney has said that they're going to leave one of the trolleys parked at the front of California Adventure for people to take photos at and next to and stuff. But I don't know. I personally see it happening in the next 2 or 3 years that they find the space for
I would assume
a trolley barn and they reopen it. But it's not. I don't think it would be anything sooner than 2 or 3 years.
no, it'll be a while.
So I'm not surprised that they're not like, oh, it's just closing for a little bit, that they're saying like we're suspending operations and it'll be closing on this time because they're saying it's going to be a while.
When it's just sitting there at the front of the park, don't try to commandeer it, okay?
Yeah, it's not going to take you very far. So that will be happening 8th of February. If you want to get your last ride in, go before then. Then something else this is something they did last year, and it was surprising when they did it last year, but they did it again this year. Disney has shared the calendar of events for all of 2025. So we already know when everything is happening. And I mean, like, from a planning perspective, this is great.
Yes.
Because you don't have to sit there and wonder when are all these things going to happen, because they're telling you now when they're going to happen. So let's just briefly go through this calendar. The Lunar New Year celebration at California Adventure will run from January 17th to February 16th. That's always their shortest one. I wish it would last longer, but I kind of get why. Then they're going to have the big... Oh, is it the Year of the Snake?
What are they going to do for that?
Ka.
That might be it.
Ka and Sir Hiss?
Yeah,
Maybe?
maybe.
Juju? The Princess and the Frog?
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Year of the Snake. Then they'll have the Celebrate Gospel celebration at Disneyland, and this just says February 8th and February 15th. Not through, it's and.
Yeah, those are Sundays, right?
I think so. So this is when they usually there's like a ton of big performances that they have going on.
Oh, no, they're Saturdays, actually.
Oh, they're Saturdays? Okay. And they have like big gospel choirs come and perform. We've never actually like seen them. Because it's obviously...
It's only 2 days.
2 days. But
My whole life,
it's a lot
2
of fun.
days.
Then the California Adventure Food and Wine Festival will run February 28th through April 21st.
Or the Wine and Cheese Festival, if you're
Or the Wine and Cheese
the drunk
Festival.
people on the Soarin' ride.
Speaking of, this is also when Soarin' over California comes back. That's the
Yes.
one thing we can always guarantee is they do Soarin' over California during the Food and Wine Festival.
Dear Disney, please fix the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
in
while it's
Disneyland.
closed, can you fix that?
Thank
It's
you.
fixed at Epcot. Fix it at Disneyland. Then the return of the Season of the Force. I don't understand this because last year was kind of weird.
They don't do a lot.
Well, everything that they did for Season of the Force, they kept it going.
Forever.
It hasn't stopped. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, but the Season of the Force will run March 28th through May 11th.
Well, we know they're going to do Hyperspace Mountain. They always do that.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like they always did Hyperspace Mountain.
Yeah.
So I would assume that it's these dates exclusively, they'll be doing Hyperspace Mountain, which would be March 28th through May 11th.
And obviously they have the dates, what do you call them, the Star Wars nights around that time.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this right now. The 70th anniversary celebration at Disneyland starts May 16th of 2025, and it will run through summer 2026. So if you're like, oh crap, I want to do some of these things, but I'm not going to be there in 2025, it does run through the first bit of 2026 as well.
Probably late summer, I'm guessing.
I would assume late
August.
summer, like August. Speaking of August, Halloween time at Disneyland will run August 22nd through October 31st, with the exception of the Plaza de la Familia, which will run August 22nd through November 2nd, because that way it actually includes Dia de los Muertos. Starting a little bit sooner, Halloween this year than last year, than 2024. A little bit sooner, not a ton, but we'll get into something that they're doing to get around that. Then the holidays, exactly the same as everything else. The holidays at Disneyland, right, and the Festival of Holidays run the same times. November 14th through January 7th. That's always pretty much a guarantee. It's going to be those dates every year. So yeah, November 14th, January 7th. Then they also gave us what all the specially ticketed events are going to be at Disneyland this year. So we already knew some of these Disneyland After Dark events. They did confirm that Sweethearts Night, Star Wars Night, and Pride Night are all returning. And the new one this year is 90s Night, which I got to tell you, those of you who are listening, if you wanted to do 90s Night, you better already be in line for tickets online, because they're actually on sale
Right this second.
right now, and they might sell out because there's only 2 dates. So Sweethearts Night, selected nights from the end of January through the middle of February, not including Valentine's Day.
Weird.
I don't know why. It goes up until the 13th and nothing else. Okay. Then the 90s Night is actually going to be running just 2 nights, March 4th and 6th. That's it. They already did a pre-sale for the Magic Key holders, which sold out. So my guess is the 90s Night is going to sell out. Usually the whatever is new sells out really quickly because A, there's only 2 nights. B, everyone wants to try out the new thing. Star Wars Nights will run from the beginning of April through May 6th, and it will include May 4th.
That's amazing. Unlike 2024.
Yes, last year that was one of the big things that people were complaining about, like, why isn't it on May 4th? This year, Star Wars Night will happen on May 4th. You can bet that that's going to be the first night to sell out. But they do start as soon as April 8th. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8
It's a lot.
dates for Star Wars Night. And Pride Night, again, just 2 nights. I don't know why just 2 nights. But it's June 16th and 18th. That's the only 2 nights that they're doing it. 3rd year in a row, still just 2 nights. Oogie Boogie Bash. So, I'm not going to give you all the dates, but I will tell you, if you remember, I said Halloween time starts August 22nd. But the first Oogie Boogie Bash is going to be on August 17th. They're going to have 3 Oogie Boogie Bashes before the Halloween season officially begins. Is it because it starts on a Sunday, right?
Yeah. So it's always Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much just Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Always includes Halloween, no matter what day of the week that falls, because like it has a skip it goes October 26th, October 28th, October 31st. So my guess is that it doesn't fit that same pattern, but they're going to do it they always do it on Halloween, no matter what. So this is going to be interesting that Oogie Boogie Bash will start before the Halloween season starts.
Weird.
This is clearly them trying to like straddle the line of we want to add more party dates, but people complain if the Halloween season starts too early. So we'll have the Halloween season start later, but we're going to start the Halloween stuff early.
Clearly those early 2 parties will
3.
3 parties will be cheaper because it's not really Halloween.
I don't know what they're going to do. So that's interesting, but that's the 2025 calendar. So I guess we can now expect this every year that they're going to give us this calendar of events.
That would be very
Always.
helpful. Yeah.
It's great for planning. So if you were thinking of a trip in 2025 but hadn't quite settled on a date, use these to help you figure out what's going to be most important to me. What do I really want to make sure I see and do while we're there? And that will help you a great deal. Okay, so now let's get more into the Disneyland 70th anniversary stuff, because this is what we were waiting to hear. We've been waiting here for a while what this is going to entail. Disneyland anniversaries have always been a big deal. I've got to say, what they're doing for the 70th, I actually kind of appreciate that for once they're not trying to be like, this is the biggest, most amazing celebration we've ever had. They're just more like, it's going to be good, we promise you. And the reason I say that is because it's not like they're not adding that many new things. They're bringing back a lot of favorites. So it's going to be a really, really, really good time, but it's not necessarily going to be a new time. And I'm okay with that because I appreciate that they're wanting to celebrate what has been popular.
Especially when they're bringing back the best stuff.
Yes. So their theme for the 70th anniversary is Celebrate Happy. And they've said in this, in what they put on Disney Parks blog, that basically they are framing everything around Walt Disney's dedication of Disneyland, where he starts it off with the words, "To all who come to this happy place, welcome." So that's why they're saying we're celebrating happy. In fact, that's even going to be the name of the new theme song that they've written, which hopefully it's good. They've done really good with theme songs. They've done with theme songs in the past. So the very first thing is the only new thing that they're creating, which is at California Adventure. It's a new World of Color entitled World of Color I did get it right. Yeah, World of Color Happiness with an exclamation point.
Inventive. For happy, they're doing it as happiness.
It says it's going to be hosted by Joy and the Other Emotions from both Pixar Animation Studios films. I'm reading this as I go. From both films, Inside Out and Inside Out 2. So they're going to be hosting the show, so to speak. And it says it will include moments from popular animated films, including Turning Red, Tangled, The Lion King, and a Goofy movie.
Yay.
So that means we're going to get Powerline. I'm very much in favor of this.
Yes.
So
I won't try to sing Eye to Eye.
Please don't. Actually, you should.
So I can't even think what the words are.
So that ruins the whole thing.
We get it, eye to eye.
There you go. A couple octaves down. So I'm on the fence about this one. I mean, World of Color has always been really, really, really good. Its variants have had varying levels of success.
They're not usually as cohesive of storylines, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. In the artist rendering that they put together, it does look like they're also going to include things like Wish and Frozen 2, Encanto, like all sorts of things. But I choose to be more optimistic and say that everything's going to be really good. I don't think they've had one that was bad.
No, they're just better. Some better than others.
Some better than others. And so since this is the only new thing, it does kind of put it a little bit under scrutiny that it's going to have to be really good to go up against everything else that everyone already knows is popular. Speaking of, Paint the Night.
Best nighttime parade ever.
Absolutely the best.
Even better than Main Street Electrical Parade, which is a little sad, but that's okay.
And again, for those who are not familiar with it, this is basically like the 21st century version of the Main Street Electrical Parade. It's based on the same theme song, tied together with When Can I See You Again from Wreck-It Ralph.
By Owl City, who we met.
It's super, super, super fun. And they did confirm that this is going to be at Disneyland. In the past, it was originally at Disneyland, then they moved it to California Adventure, so people weren't sure which was going to be. It's going to be at Disneyland again. And the interesting thing, a lot of people have said like, oh, it should be at California Adventure because it's mostly Pixar and it fits better there. I'm like, first of all, California Adventure is not all Pixar. Secondly, when they moved Paint the Night from Disneyland to California Adventure, they swapped out the Frozen float for an Incredibles 2 float. A, because they were putting it over in California Adventure as part of the Pixar Fest, so they wanted to make it more Pixar. And B, the Frozen float was too tall to fit under the wires for the red car trolley. And so they needed something shorter. Well, since it's going to be like at Disneyland, they have not said in this whether or not it's going to involve Incredibles or Frozen. It does say the others, Monsters, Inc., Cars, Toy Story, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, but it doesn't say specifically whether Frozen or the Incredibles.
Maybe it'll have both. That'll be nice.
That'd be kind of funny. I don't know, but... and also, it's not that Pixar, because if you guys forget, yes, it has Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan, it has Mickey in it. What was the other one that I mentioned? Oh, Frozen. At one point, I had Frozen. Anyway, it has a lot of Disney characters in it. I'm just very, very, very excited for this. And, I mean, you can assume probably 2 performances a night. That tends to be what they do with nighttime parades. It's doing 2 performances a night. It's going to be back to the night times are really busy because they'll still have fireworks and Fantasmic and Paint the Night.
Yep.
at the same park, and they still have to kind of coincide with the World of Color schedule at California Adventure. It's a busy night for them.
And sadly, or whatever it is, there's going to not be Magic Happens daytime parade.
Yes, they did announce that there's not going to be any daytime parades during that time. Paint the Night will be gone temporarily during the holiday seasons, like during Christmas and Halloween, because they have other Halloween things that they do. But the rest of the time, it will be there. Speaking of fireworks, Wondrous Journeys.
We love the song so much.
Wondrous Journeys is going to be back, and not just we're bringing it back for a week. We're bringing it back for a year and a half.
Yay.
So they're not. It hasn't said that they're updating it or not, but yeah, that's going to be the fireworks show for the 70th anniversary. I'm very excited about that. And then also returning, Better Together, a Pixar Pals celebration at California Adventure. So this will be the daytime parade. Usually, again, they do 2 parades of this one a day.
It's a dumb song, but a catchy one.
It's a catchy song. It's not the world's worst parade. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. I do like the song a lot. It's catchy. This is another one they said will pause during the holiday seasons, so that because they have so many other street parties and stuff that they do. It will pause during those celebrations, but the rest of the time it will be around. So that's fun. Also, they show the new concept art for what the castle will look like. It's much more understated than other anniversaries, but I like it.
They should do the pink birthday cake frosting like they did at Disney World for, what was it, 25?
The 25th.
Yeah. It was so horrible.
If you don't know what he's talking about,
Go Google it. It's terrible.
It's really awful. I can only imagine going for a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Walt Disney World, and that's
seeing
the
that
castle
pink
you see.
monstrosity.
Oh, that was awful. This just has a lot of banners leading up to it along the bridge, and then a pendant over the entrance of the castle. But the thing I love is that they brought in all the colors from the pendants in the flags that fly on all the turrets on the castle. So it's nice and colorful. Mickey and Minnie are going to get new,
so cute,
very colorful outfits for the whole celebration, which is cute. And then they will also have a new cavalcade, a character cavalcade during the day called Mickey and Friends Celebrate Happy. So I don't expect anything much on these cavalcades. I think mostly it's just that they're saying they have a float, they're going to decorate a certain way, and a new song that will play.
Don't wait for them.
Cavalcades are not ones you want to wait for more than
5 minutes, maybe.
Maybe 5 minutes. When they come and say, hey, we're about to have a cavalcade. Sure, if you're there, wait for it to come by because it's a good way to see a lot of characters, but don't plan your day around it. It's not that important. Also, they're going to have new projection shows on the exterior of It's a Small World, so they're going to update the projection.
Is that what IASW means?
Yes, It's a Small World. So they're going to update that, and then they're going to have a new projection show on the Carthay Circle in California Adventure, which they've never had. They do one a little bit during Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah.
And that's about it. But now it'll be every night. Cool. Which is kind of fun. And then also the new show that's going to be opening up at the Opera House on Main Street, Walt Disney: A Magical Life. This is that one that has an animatronic of Walt Disney in it. It's confirmed that is going to be opening up with the rest of the 70th anniversary stuff, so that's going to be on May 16th as well.
And then evidently they'll swap it out, or I don't know if it's
the
the same day or
how.
Yeah, they haven't really confirmed.
They haven't talked about, because this is the show that they said they're still going to be doing both this and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. They're not closing that show permanently, but they haven't said how they're going to do this. So it's going to be certain times of the year you go and it's Walt Disney, and sometimes you go it's Abraham Lincoln. They haven't said.
I wish and hope they would just do it where it's Walt Disney some parts of the day and Abraham Lincoln other parts of the day.
It's a little bit more difficult when there's an audio animatronic figure, because I don't know how hard that is to switch it out.
Well, but if it just rotated, I don't know.
And that's actually something that makes me wonder about why, because the Opera House has been closed for so long.
Yeah, because they might be redoing how the whole stage is.
It could be that. It's not outside the realm of possibilities of them being we have to install this so that way we can just on the drop, on a dime, we can change the show. Maybe close it for an hour and then reopen it and it's a different show.
We will see.
I don't know. And it could also be that they're just going to say, hey, for these months.
Or the whole year. This whole year it's going to be Disney because it's new. But
I don't know what they're going to do yet. They haven't announced that. They've just said, I'm just taking it that they finally said when they're going to open the show. So that's something.
Yep.
There's more that they're going to talk about. Like, there's going to be specialty food. There's going to be specialty merchandise. There's going to be all sorts of things still to come, but they're like minor details. These are the big things that we're waiting to know. Like, what are they doing? It is surprising that there's only one new thing.
I think I'm okay with that.
I am too.
Sometimes Disney seems to like make these new things in haste, like Harmonious in Disney World.
Gosh.
And then they find out that it's terrible. So these are tried and true. Everyone loves them.
And people have been asking them to come back for ages.
Especially Paint the Night. It's like
people have actually already shared videos of Paint the Night floats being delivered back to Disneyland. So it's just getting very exciting.
Storage.
Yes. That's another reason why they can't do... one of the other major reasons they can't do a daytime parade at Disneyland, there's not that much backstage storage area, and so I think they would rather use it to store the holiday stuff and Paint the Night rather than having to shuffle everything around all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I understand, is that there's only room backstage for 2 parades worth of stuff. And with all of this, they're going to need like 3 parades worth of stuff, and they don't want to do that. So they're just more like, we're going to close Magic Happens for the time being. And then probably, my guess is it will be returning once the 70th anniversary is done.
If we drive by one of the floats going down the freeway, can we hijack it and steal it?
Yes. There's actually is a written law that you may do that.
Sweet.
For those of you who couldn't hear that one, he said sweet.
Sweet. Sweet.
Sweet. Sorry, that sounded like where you were going.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff to look forward to next year. It's going to be a busy year, but it's going to be a good year.
I'm just glad you had a voice. Wouldn't it be great if we both had laryngitis?
I'm glad that we're already touching wood, because otherwise I'd be very angry at you for jinxing us like this. Can't do that. Touch wood everywhere. Anyway, we've got quite a few trips coming up in 2025, right?
Some, yeah.
That we already planned. I know we're going to be there for the 70th, obviously, and I think we're going to be there for No, wait. I'm thinking of our Disney World trip in February. We'll be there at some point.
Yes, we will.
We're looking to see if we can do 90s night, because there's one of the 90s nights that works for us.
It's just so expensive.
It's really expensive. We have to think through that. So we might be in line with you if you're trying to get tickets for 90s night. If not, maybe do Pride Night again. I don't know. Pride Night was super fun.
Very fun.
I did enjoy that. I'd like to do it again, knowing more what to expect.
Yeah.
And how to do it.
And it wasn't super stressful, which was nice.
No, I liked that. Star Wars Night was just a big letdown.
Well, because the first year we went, there was only like 4 of them, right? It was very few Star Wars nights. Yes. They were so busy and so
last year that took a very long time for the Star Wars nights to sell out. Yeah. Which is interesting.
Which is good. Like, go on a day that is not sold out if you can, because then you'll know will be a better experience. So
yeah. Anyway, so I mean, it's a little bit short of an episode, not that short, because there's obviously so much to talk about. Can you imagine trying to fit all this stuff in and another topic?
No.
They would take me. And then also with your voice.
Yeah.
So I hope that he's feeling better for next week, because next week is when we're going to be at Disneyland.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you feel fine. But
yeah. And then I'll lose my voice screaming on rides or something.
That'd be funny. I would laugh at you.
That's fine. I know.
Many times. So all of these things going on. Go with our friends at Getaway today. I actually believe that they even restarted their Black Friday sale because they didn't want to make people feel like they got left out, because Disney decided to finally announce all these things and that they missed out on stuff. But go check them out. Use the link in the description to book through them. They're wonderful to work with. Save you a lot of money.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I've tried to post a little bit more.
We've done better.
Jordan's been so busy with work that I'm like, I have to do it.
And then make sure you also subscribe to the podcast so you get new episodes as they drop. As we mentioned, starting on Tuesday, we're going to be in Disneyland, right?
Yes, Tuesday to
Friday. We're going to be at Disneyland. So if you happen to be around, say hi. And we still get people every once in a while like, I saw you, but I didn't really want to run up. I'm like, you can yell at us. It's fine.
Yep. And sorry to be so deceitful on Instagram sometimes.
I didn't think it was deceitful.
When I say we love this, I'm not saying we are here at this moment in time, but it does sound like we are. So, wait, are you guys here? No, we're not. Sorry.
For those of you who didn't understand that, he said, wait, are you guys here?
Yeah, we need subtitles.
Subtitles for a podcast.
Yep.
That's called a book. Just saying.
Yeah.
At any rate, we will see you guys next week. So
Bye.